Hello everybody, how are you? Making our way through West Virginia. We're about to come up on a one-lane situation, I believe, up here, a little road work. But it gives us an opportunity to talk about some fun facts that I learned about West Virginia. And I mean, I'm from Ohio originally. West Virginia was one of our neighbors, and I never knew these things. Now, I'm not an expert. I learned these from a lady that was behind me in line at the Dunkin' Donuts. So we'll just have to trust her. Unless you know different, give us a shout out on YouTube or an email or something, and we'll straighten it out. But for example, I didn't realize that West Virginia started out as a subdivision, and it was an attempt by Virginia to sell real estate. It was a big real estate development, guys. They sliced off part of Virginia, and they said, let's make this a real estate development and get people to move here in an attempt to boost the real estate sales of the early developers during the early years of the American frontier. And much like Hollywood used to be called Hollywood Land, West Virginia is the shortened version of the original name. It used to be called West Virginiaville, and it was an attempt to give a sort of village feeling to a large area, make it sound homier and make people want to invest in purchasing land out here. And believe it or not, it worked. People did. They moved here. They were still Virginia residents. They voted in Virginia. And over time, the residents, though, that's fun fact number one right there. But fun fact number two is over time, the residents rebelled. Because what happened was, out here in the mountains, they weren't getting the services that were promised by the governor and government of Virginia. For example, trash pickup. I mean, the trash pickup was so bad, it was piling up in like 1805, 1810, right in there. And in fact, that was remember the tea in the bay? The American patriots that tossed the tea into the Boston Harbor? Well, out here in West Virginia, it was the trash. They took the trash that wasn't being picked up and they carted it over there to Virginia and they dumped it on the front lawn. They said, man, pick up the trash or we're not paying taxes to Virginia. And guys, that's what started fun fact number 3 when West Virginia voted to become an independent state from Virginia. And it didn't go well at first. There were some skirmishes at the border during the West Virginia Wars. And West Virginia did not have the money or the military might of Virginia, so what did? They used the trash. They formed weapons out of trash. They formed armaments and bullets out of trash. Because you cannot get on the bad side of somebody from West Virginia, or you're going to feel the pain. Because out here in the hollers, they know how to make they can make a bow and arrow out of a twig and a piece of thread from your grandma's dress. Okay, they know how to make do. When you grow up out here in the woods, you can chop down a tree and make it into a condominium that could house 14 people. Just with your knife and a flint and a piece of flint. So they were able to create guns and bows and arrows out of trash that the state of Virginia refused to pick up. And the West Virginia wars went on for 10, 15 years, guys. And finally, the president said, enough is enough. Let West Virginia be. You didn't pick up the trash. We're going to make them their own state. Unbelievable, guys. I mean, again, I learned this from a lady in line at the Dunkin' Donuts, so I'm not 100% sure if it's accurate, but it sounds credible to me. And plus, she had a Go Mountaineers t-shirt on. So, I mean, her heart is in the right place. Well, guys, that's the end of this video. Come back for more. We're going to have so many more fun videos about this area as we learn more and